Salam doktor. Pagi.
Agi, how are you?
Good.
Good, very good. Okay, kita tunggu kejap ya kawan, beberapa lagi.
Good morning, Doctor.
Morning. We wait for your friends. Yeah.
Morning, doctor.
Morning. Can you all open your your on your camera? It's already week berapa ni eh? I still cannot. Apa? Week 6. Okay. 6. So where are you? Where are you? Only 7 people on the camera. Okay, eating, okay. It's okay. So I'm going to record our meeting, okay. So last week, quiz. Okay, some of you got 10 full marks. And some of you, I think at this, I already marked all of it. And most of you got 9. So congratulations. So today we're going to learn about composition. Okay, so composition is an elements that are very important in anything related with art. Okay. Wait. So today we're going to learn about composition. So any of you are familiar with these words, composition? Anyone?
No.
No. Okay, it's okay. So today we're going to learn about composition. Okay, composition is something related the arts of seeing, arts of positioning, your main interest, your subject in your photograph, on how you want to compose your image to deliver a story, okay, effectively. Okay, so can you hear and can you see my slide?
Yeah, we can see and we can hear,
Can.
Doctor. Both.
Sorry. So today we're going to learn about composition. Okay, basically composition is very, common things that you might hear when you involve with photography or videography. Okay. So what is composition basically? Composition is a term that used in all genres of arts, like I said before. Okay, it involves the organization of the elements in a work of arts, be it a painting or a piece of music or any arrangement elements used in that piece of arts. Okay, I believe that you are familiar with music composer, you know, right? Music composer, photographer. So music composer is also the person that are responsible to put the piece of arts, the composition of the music, the notes before it produced as a music, as a song. So they call it composer. In photography, the person that who compose the image, the subject, okay, to create the image is the photographer itself. So if your artwork is well composed, the viewers or listener can grasp the intended message and feel the emotion you wanted to convey with it. So that is why composition is very important in photography. Okay, some people will call it art of seeing, art of composing. Okay, and of course in composition there are many established rules of composition, but the artist is free to break or transform them in order to express their idea in the best way possible. So when we involve with art, it is flexible. Okay, even though there is a rules, you can break it as the way how you're comfortable to deliver it. Okay, basically the rules are just for your guidance. Okay, why is photography photography composition? Okay, composition in photography can be defined as positioning the objects in the frame in such a way that the viewer's eye is automatically drawn to meet interesting or significant area of the capture. So in your frame, how you position your subject of interest to let people see, okay, what is your main subject. Okay, so from there, people know what is your main topic, main issue of your photography. So example here, for landscape photography, you have the time to carefully compose your image before shooting. Okay, let's say you want to take a photo of sunrise or sunset. So you already plan, okay, where you want to frame, you want to compose your photography. You want to put your camera and how you want to frame your the sunrise, the event. Okay, is it in front of the mountain or around the lake? Okay, at the park. Okay, so you have time to carefully compose. Meanwhile, for something like street photography or photojournalism, where you chase the subject, you chase the event, okay, you cannot interrupt the event. So it's done matter of second. Okay, to reach this point, a photographer needs a combination of knowledge, practice, and a bit of creative courage. So let's say you want to take a picture of athletes running, okay, so you have to plan earlier what kind of image that you want to put in your frame. Okay, that's the athlete in the middle or in the side, the right side of your frame. So you have to carefully plan earlier so that you can position your camera, you can put your camera to capture the event. So your when you have plan, when you have the knowledge, or you always practice, so you already know automatically how to perfectly frame your subject. Okay, so if you see the best thing to see this kind of this kind of composition, composition is by always looking at the news photography, okay, sports, Okay, because and also some music event, entertainment event, because there is events that you have to think fast as a photographer. Okay, you have to know how to compose your subject of interest. Okay, so there's a base elements of composition. Basically, there's a lot of elements, but I will teach you the basic elements of composition. Okay, first one, patterns. You need to know your pattern, the subject of your pattern, the subject of the story issue that you want to deliver. Okay, patterns, there are something that you can find around you, right? So you have the hard pattern, you have abstract, you have something that you can understand straight away. Okay, pattern advertising and highlighting can lead to a striking shot. Okay, so this is the example. Okay, so you have these patterns, you have these patterns, the umbrella patterns, these patterns. So this kind of patterns create a striking photo, a striking image. So it pops, okay, it pop up. So it create a great visual, and at the same time successfully deliver the story message. So this, we can see there's a person using this escalator and handling a umbrella. Okay, these patterns. Okay, so who knows what is this? What is
Stadium
this?
chair.
Stadium chair. Yeah, stadium chair. Okay, so stadium chair. It creates interesting image. Okay, even though it is same patterns, but if you compose it in the right way, in an interesting way, so the image will come out interesting. This one, building architecture. Usually, people will photograph building or architecture to highlight the texture. Okay, sometimes you can use a leaf, okay, everyday objects to highlight the texture. So how to make everyday objects interesting is by adding a texture in your photograph. So how? Okay, it's an art of composition. You have to know. Okay, symmetry. Okay, depending upon the scene, symmetry can be something to go for or to avoid completely. Okay, because sometimes symmetry can create a boring image. Okay, a symmetrical shot with strong composition and good point of interest can lead to a striking image, but without the strong point of interest, it can be a little predictable. So that is, again, you have to know the art of compose. You have to have the eye of seeing, the art of seeing. Okay, how? Okay, this is example. Okay, symmetry. Okay, similar. Lead with to this object. Which one? Okay, symmetry. Okay. Sometimes when you take a picture with the object in the middle, it is boring. So how you want to make it interesting? By adding a texture. See, texture of water. Okay, this texture and the other elements. Okay. So the number 3 is texture. I said before. Image a two-dimensional thing, yet with the clever use of texture, can come alive and become almost three-dimensional. Okay, texture particularly comes into play when light hits objects at interesting angles. Okay, soft light, hard light. Okay, so how to create texture, patterns. Okay, it all involved with light. Remember, photography involved with light. So with a creative composition, how to position your lighting, it will create a texture into your subject. Example. Okay. So this is a texture. So with lighting, it creates a texture. You know the rocks is hard. You know the texture of the leaf. You can see the texture of the sea. Okay. The texture of these things. Okay. So how to compose the lighting. Okay. Maybe if the lighting is over here, so there is more shadow over here. Okay. Or shadow over here. So the composition, the texture can add, can help you how to compose your image. Okay. And number 4 is depth of field. Okay. Remember, depth of field related with aperture. So you can select when taking an image will drastically impact the composition of an image. Okay, the blurry image, the blurry background, okay, the sharp, okay. You can isolate a subject from its background and foreground when using a shallow depth of field. Okay, shallow depth of field. Ajay, how to get shallow depth of field?
Tak pasti.
Tak pasti. Okay, tak apa. Syafiq,
Ya,
macam mana nak dapat?
decreasing the aperture,
Increase the aperture,
decrease.
decrease.
What's the question is how to
Okay, what is shallow depth of field? How to get a shallow depth of field effect in your picture? Isolate a subject from its background.
bukan guna aperture ke?
More aperture.
Okay. How? How to get? Macam mana nak dapatkan?
Decrease
Increase the aperture.
Shallow maksudnya
Doctor?
Anyone?
Yeah, doctor.
Increase the aperture meaning the larger, the biggest number ke the smaller number? Okay. Good, good. So increase the aperture
More.
Okay, it is focus the subject, right? And make the background blur, something like that.
Yes. How to get the effect?
So when we increase, then maybe the subject will be more focused and background will be blurred.
Okay, yes, of course. So you want to increase the aperture.
Yeah, the smaller number but increase the aperture. Then more light can enter inside it.
Increase the number meaning the number is bigger or smaller?
It's smaller, of course it's smaller.
Okay. Because in your previous quiz, most of you are confused with the questions. Later we'll discuss. Okay. So depth of field also help you how to compose your image. Yes, siapa ni cakap ni? Yes, Manchus, yeah. Okay, this is the example. Okay. Shallow depth of field. Okay. Greater depth of field. Okay. How to compose. And the fifth one is lines. Okay, lines can be powerful elements in an image, and of course, they have the power to draw the eye to key focal points in a shot and to impact the feel of an image greatly. Okay, so this is the example of line. So can you see most of the picture that I show you? It involves the lines, texture, apa lagi? Line, texture, lagi apa tadi? What else?
Pattern.
Pattern. Okay. Oh, sorry. Pattern, see? And how it leads your eyes to the main subject. Okay. This is line. Line doesn't mean you have to be straight line. Okay, it can be the curve, it can be line, any lines. Okay, these lines, you know, straight line. Where it leads your eyes to the subject. Okay, that is the use of lines in your composition. Okay, so that is the 5 elements in composition. So basic composition techniques. Okay, in photography, there's a lot of techniques. Okay, so you can find 11, 22 kind of techniques, but today I want to show you about the basic rule technique in your photography. Okay, this is the guidance that you as a beginner have to understand and have to master how to create a good image. Okay, it helps you how to compose your image in your photography and how to compose your subject in your photography. Okay, so who are familiar with the rule of third? Have you ever heard about rule of third?
Yeah,
Anyone?
doctor.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Rule of third means you have to focus in your frame the third portion of the full frame. That's means 1/3 portion you have to focus of the full frame.
Yes. Okay. You have to basically half portion of the full frame. Okay. It actual formula based on mathematical principle of harmony and proportions. Okay. So you are dividing the image into thirds both horizontally and vertically. So you place important elements of your composition where these lines interact. Okay, I will show later. And of course, you can use the rule of third in post-processing when you want to crop your image. Okay, sometimes there's too much negative space in your image that you don't want, so you want to crop. So you can apply this rule of third, how to crop your image to get a better photo. And of course, always remember that this rule of third is only a guide for you to understand how to compose your photo. Okay, and of course, it can be applied at any subject of interest, anything. Okay, and of course, you are allowed to break it as you already understand and master how to compose your photo. And remember, at the beginning in this class, I told you that in arts, you are flexible to to create your own image, to have your own style of photography. Okay, sometimes there is a particular photographer that they know that have their own signature style of photography. Okay, they, have their own signature style of photography that when people their fans know, okay, this image was created by this photographer, this particular photographer. Okay. Okay, this is what we call about rule of third. Okay, the horizontal. Okay, you position your subject where the lines interact. Yeah? See? Even though it might look not balanced, but if you position your subject using this guide use rule of third, it will help you to create a great image. Okay, this one. So this is where you position the main subject of interest. Yeah, cats. Okay. So how you want to master your composition in photography? Okay, how? So first you have to analyze work art. Again, if you have your own interest in the particular types of photography, try to look a lot of image, photo. Okay. So yes, not specific just photography, but every other type of visual art. Analyze the image that strike you the most and what makes them so powerful. Is that because of the lines? Is that because of the texture? Is that because of the symmetrical, asymmetrical, and how they compose the subject. And of course, do not afraid to imitate. Okay. Go out and try to reproduce the things you like the most from your favorite photographer. So if you have something you have look at your favorite image, there's an image that you like, try to copy. Okay, try to take the same image like them, or just how to compose the composition of that image. Try to recreate. Okay, it is okay. Okay, if you want to learn, that's how you can practice to take a better image. Learn rules of composition. Okay, try to master the classical rule of composition at first, which is the rule of third. Okay, you have to master it. And it's important to know these rules before you begin to break them in order to create more interesting or striking image. Okay, so if you go to internet, you can see there's a lot of rules of composition in photography. So if you have mastered this rule of thirds, go and explore the other type of composition in photography, because, and I believe some of you or most of you have your style, okay, of photography that you want to develop. So at first try to understand the rule of third and how to compose your subject using this rule. Then if you are comfortable with it and you are already understand it, then go and be creative and don't afraid to let go your creativity. Okay, apply all the techniques that you understand. Okay, so that is how you can be a better photographer. Don't be afraid. Okay, and again, practice and practice. Okay, shoot whenever possible. Don't just shoot objects that are obviously interesting, and try to shoot a boring object as well, like your everyday object, everyday subject. Okay, try to turn your cup, your ball into an interesting image. Okay, how you want to enhance the texture, how you want to enhance the texture, highlight the lines of your subject, your object. Okay, and how, obviously, on how you want to compose that your object in your photo. Okay, try to play and try to experiment. Okay, so practice. Take a lot of picture. Okay, you can take the same picture all over repeatedly, but try to take it in a different composition. Okay, try to play with the lighting. Okay, try to change your angle. Okay, share your work and feedback. Okay, Okay, show your work and ask for feedback. Okay, this, don't be afraid. Okay, so in the digital world of today, it's easier. So you can join any photography club or any photography forum in Facebook, Instagram, or any official website. Okay, I remember at the beginning of when I want to involve professionally, and I want deeply in this field, photography field, I joined Photo Media Malaysia on 2007. Okay, in that group, most of the members are the professional photographer, and then they become our mentor. You know, every week they will organize like photo street. Okay, any agenda, get organize an activity, photo activity that we can join for free. So from that kind of activity, you can go and learn from them, because yes, usually they will help you, they will teach you on how to get a better image, not only in terms of composition, but sometimes on how you want to you want to set up your camera, what kind of setting that you can use for this particular type of picture that you want, landscape or event. Okay, so try to involve with this kind of activity, and then try to post the result in the Facebook or in your groups, and try to get the feedback. And of course, when you post, and don't be afraid with the criticism, because of course, if you want to learn, you have to learn how to accept all the comments of the critics. That's how you learn. Okay, sometimes all the seniors, okay, these very experienced people, maybe they use the harsh words, but believe me, that's how they teach you. Okay, and of course, if you're patient enough, and of course, if you're very, in love in this field, you are going to get a better image if you follow their, advice, and accept their commands, and go practice and practice again. Okay, so yes, please ask anybody where you can join any photography club. Okay, because you are going to have a lot of knowledge from there. Okay, and share your experience, people knowledge, and it's going to be more interesting. Okay, compare my class. Okay, so yes, syok kan kalau kita boleh keluar and do some photo outing together, okay, so conclusion. Practice will improve your understanding and shooting better compositions. So don't expect to get it in one go. Just give yourself time. Practice, and practice. So practice how to use the rule of third. Practice how to highlight your texture, lines in your image. Okay, how to position the lighting. Practice how to set up your camera. Practice how to use a different kind of lens. Okay, practice, and ask people if you don't understand. So, any questions on this topic?
No, doctor.
No. Then you share. No.
Hello, doctor.
Understand. Taufik.
Yeah.
Thank you. Taufik. Faham?
Faham.
Paling kata-kata lah.
Dah bangun.
Arif. Aikal,
Ya, Doktor.
faham?
Siap, faham. Boleh.
Salma Imat,
Yes, doctor.
understand?
Yes.
Okay. Samuel,
Yes, doctor.
understand?
Yeah.
Sure?
Mm.
Okay, so I'm not sure, but okay. Say okay, all of you. Okay, thank you, Samuel. Okay, all of you said you understand. So I believe that most of you, when I give you assignment, you understand and you can submit your assignment on time. Okay, at least you do it. But when I check, there's some of you that still don't submit your assignment from assignment 1. So if you get low marks, please don't blame me, okay? Hakim, Ezwan Hakim, faham?
Faham.
Faham, okay. Okay, so you understand this topic? Okay, so we have plenty of time here. We're going to do some exercise, okay? Okay. Okay, in class task. So must be complete before 10 a.m. today, or 24, sorry. 20 or before the class end. Okay, first, I want you to shoot a naturally found leading line of physical object. Make sure it leads to the subject and not past it. Okay, so where the lines lead to the subject of your interest. One photo. Okay, find a second one. Find a leading line that leads nowhere. Then insert your chosen subject at the appropriate point along the leading line for great composition. Okay, so like example, the ladder that I show you before. Okay, so it's lead to nowhere, but you have to compose or put some subject interest, your subject of your interest along appropriate point along the leading line. So you have to try and error how to compose the subject. And the third one, use leading line or lines to create a composition that are composed of light and shadow. Okay, so it involves of texture. Okay. So okay, this one say upload your new file name photo. Okay, so for this, for those who are finished, please show me your photo here in our class. Okay, I will wait for you. So you have how many time you have until I give you 9 until 9:45? Can all of you?
Okay.
Okay. So you can go out now and take a photo, then show me. Okay? Thank you. Go, 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 go. Take a picture. And show me your picture. Can we get the slides? Oh, okay, okay. I'll give you the slides. I give you on WhatsApp. Okay? So it's easier for you. Okay, done. Okay, done. So good luck and happy hunting. Happy photo hunting.
Thank
I will
you.
wait for you. Okay. Don't leave this meeting because I'm not taking your attendance. Okay. So please come again to write your name. Okay. Thank you. I wait here.
Jagi masuk balik boleh, Doktor? Saya tak ada internet, nak keluar.
Boleh. Nanti nak masuk balik ya.
Masih.